how perfect they seem are predisposed to cheat. And mostly men even see it coming. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what types of women are more likely to cheat on you and how you can spot them from a distance. And trust me, what I'm going to say is going to hit hard because it's not the ones that you've always expected or that are easy to kind of tell. Let's get into it. Jessica OS here. Welcome to the channel. So the first type of woman is who I call the thrill seeker. These particular women are hard to miss, but easy. But easy to misinterpret. She's the kind of woman who's always chasing the next big thing, the next experience, the next high, the next new excitement. I mean, think about it. Her weekends are filled with spontaneous road trips, wild nights out, and doing things just for the rush of it, right? Sounds fun, sure, at first. But here's where it gets tricky. This constant need for adrenaline and new experiences doesn't just stop at her activities. It can bleed into her relationships as well. Let me tell you, if she gets bored easily, that excitement that she had for you at the start, it might fade just as fast. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing bad about someone who loves adventure, but when it feels like she's chasing one high after the other, and you notice that she struggles to stick around when things settle into routine, that's when you need to start paying attention. The thrill seeker needs to constantly feel alive, and unfortunately, once the excitement of a new relationship fizzles, so does her interest. And that's when she starts looking for the next new thing, the next person to give her that rush. It's not that she's consciously trying to hurt you. For the thrill seeker, it's not about loyalty. It's the constant need she has for stimulation. And once the newness of your relationship wears off, she might seek out something or someone else to fill that void. So how do you spot this kind of woman before you go in too deep? Dig into her past relationships and her attitude towards commitment if you can. Does she always talk about her exes like they were just another pit stop of her adventure? Does she crave constant excitement and get restless when things slow down? Does she move quickly from one thing to the next, rarely staying put for too long? Watch how she reacts when things settle into a routine. If she seems to lose interest as soon as the honeymoon phase ends, that's a red flag. Let's be real, guys. When someone is always chasing the next high, they won't hesitate to cheat if it gives them that rush that they're looking for. The tough part about thrill seekers is they seem like the perfect partner at first. They're fun, they're spontaneous, full of energy. I mean, who wouldn't be attracted to that? But it's all surface level excitement. The moment they start to feel tied down or the novelty wears off, they're out. And worse, they'll often tell you that you're the one who's not exciting enough anymore. This is how they rationalize their behavior, making it seem like you're the problem, not their insatiable need for a thrill. The second type of woman is the overly charming social butterfly. Now, this is the woman who seems like a dream at first. You know, she's bubbly, she's outgoing, the life of the party, and can charm just about anyone in the room. Things, however, get complicated when you realize that her charm doesn't just work on you, it works on everyone. And if you're not careful, this can lead to problems that you didn't see coming. Look, I get it. There's something irresistible about a woman who can walk into any room and instantly become the center of attention, right? I mean, she's confident, she knows how to make people feel special, and you feel lucky to be that guy on her arm. But here's the harsh truth, guys. If she thrives on that attention, if she needs that external validation from others to feel good about herself, you're dealing with a ticking time bomb. This woman who's a social butterfly knows how to make you feel like the most important guy in the room. I mean, she'll look into your eyes, she'll laugh at your jokes, give you that feeling that you're the only one who matters. But here's the catch. She's doing that with everyone else. It's part of her nature, and it's what makes her so damn attractive. In the beginning, it feels like you've won some kind of jackpot, right? This girl who could have anyone chose you. But slowly you start to notice things. She's always got her phone buzzing with notifications. She's constantly texting other people, and it's not just her female friends. When you go out, she's just as friendly with the guy behind the bar, the waiter, or even your own friends. That charm, it's a double-edged sword. At first, you might brush it off thinking she's being friendly, you'll tell yourself. But if her need for attention goes beyond just being social, it's more like a craving for validation from men, and you've got a problem on your hands. Because here's the thing, if she's not getting the attention from you for a moment, she won't hesitate to get it from another guy. If she's used to getting attention from multiple sources, her friends, co-workers, even strangers, then it won't be a big leap for her to entertain the idea of something more when you're not giving her the same energy that she craves. You can't be the only source of her validation, and that's where that problem begins. Guys, cheating doesn't always start with a physical act. For the social butterfly, it often begins with an emotional affair. It's the seemingly innocent conversations, the late night texts, the flirty banter with her male friends, and she'll justify it by saying things like, oh, we're just talking, or he's just a friend. But we all know where this can lead. If she's spending more time texting or hanging out with these friends than she is with you, it's a red flag. And let me be clear, guys. Emotional cheating is cheating. When she's getting emotionally involved with someone else, sharing intimate thoughts and feelings and secrets that should be reserved for you, it's only a matter of time before she cheats physically. So how do you spot this type of woman before it's too late? Well, pay attention to how she interacts with other men, even in casual settings. Is she a little too flirty? Does she go out of her way to make small talk or bat her eyelashes at guys that she just met? Does she thrive in social environments, especially where there are a lot of men? And most importantly, how does she react when you bring it up? If she gets defensive or brushes it off, telling you it's no big deal, that's a bad sign. Don't let yourself be gaslit into thinking that you're overreacting. If her need for validation from others is so strong that she can't help but flirt or engage with other men, you've got a social butterfly on your hands. Trust me, she'll fly into someone else's arms if you're not giving her the constant attention that she needs. So stay sharp. Don't get played by the woman who seems like everyone's best friend, because sometimes she's not just being friendly, she might be keeping her options open. Woman number 3 is the too independent type. You ready for this? Now, don't get me wrong. Independence is an attractive trait, right? I'm sure you love a woman who's got her life together, her own career, doesn't need anyone to take care of her. But things can go sideways. The woman who's too independent can be a whole different story. And fellas, I'm telling you, she can be dangerous in ways that you may not see coming. This type is the kind of woman who's always talking about how she values her space, doesn't want labels, and how she likes to keep things casual. At first, it sounds like modern, maybe even refreshing, until you realize that the reason she keeps things at arm's length isn't because she's trying to protect her independence. It's because she's keeping Well, today we're diving deep into the little lies that women tell. And trust me, you want to pay attention because these aren't just white lies. They're warning signs that you need to watch out for. Jessica O is here. Back to the channel. Let's dive into lie number one. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. Now, I will bet my bottom dollar that you've heard a woman say this to you at some point in your life. And what did you think? Maybe you thought, oh, she's just busy. She's got a lot of stuff going on. She's not in the right headspace. Here's the truth. When a woman tells you that she's not ready for a relationship, 9 times out of 10, it's not about timing. It's about you. Yep, I said it. If she's really feeling you, she'll make room for you. She'll find the time, she'll figure it out, she'll clear her schedule. You know, when a woman is into a guy, she'll move mountains to be with him, no matter how chaotic her life is. But when she's not all that into you, she's going to give you the classic, I'm just not ready for something serious right now excuse. Let's be real for a second. I mean, think back to a time where you were head over heels in love with someone. Did you find excuses to avoid them, or did you make sure that you carved out time no matter what? The same applies to women. If she's really into you, it doesn't matter if she's got a crazy job, family obligation, or whatever other excuses on the table, she'll find a way to be with you. And when you're just not that guy for her, well, here comes the I'm not ready line. It's her polite way of telling you that she's not ready for a relationship with you. Now, here's what you need to understand. When a woman says she's not ready for a relationship, it's her way of keeping the door open, just in case. I mean, you're her plan B, her backup guy, her fallback guy if things don't work out the way she wants to with the other guy she really wants. She's basically putting you on standby. And guess what? While you're waiting for her to come around, she's probably out there looking for that guy who will make her excited to be in a relationship. So what do you do if a woman tells you this? If you ask me, don't wait around thinking that she's going to magically be ready for you in a few months or weeks or days. Move on. Trust me, if a woman is genuinely interested in you, she's not going to give you excuses. Instead, she'll make sure that you know that she's ready because she wouldn't want to lose you to someone else. And I know this might sound harsh, but it's the truth. Women will always make time for a man they really want. If she's feeding you that I'm not ready, don't waste your time sticking around hoping that she'll change her mind. She won't. Leaving you on the back burner while she continues to search for someone who'll sweep her off her feet. The next time you hear it, take it as your cue to exit stage left. Don't wait around. Don't hold on to hope. She's just not feeling you enough to go all in with you, and you deserve someone who's going to jump at a chance to be with you and not give you some tired excuse about, I don't know, timing. Line number two. I'm fine. This one makes me laugh because it's so common. Like, you ask a woman, what's going on? Oh, nothing, I'm fine. Well, I'm fine, truthfully, might as well be code for I'm upset, but you better figure it out. Now, when a woman says this, it's not just a throwaway phrase. It's a defensive shield, and she's hoping you'll pick up on what's really going on underneath. And if you don't pick up on it, it doesn't just disappear. In fact, the more you overlook it, the more it will build up, and eventually you're going to face the consequences. Now, why do women use this phrase often? Well, because in that moment she's probably feeling hurt or misunderstood, but doesn't want to come across as overly emotional. I mean, we're always accused of being emotional, and being too sensitive. Nobody wants that. So instead of directly confronting what's bothering her, she goes for the safe option, I'm fine. Guys, this is where you need to wake up. I'm fine is never fine. It's a sign that something is wrong. She could be testing you to see if you're tuned into her needs. It's not about being a mind reader, but if you really care about her, you'll sense that shift in tone, in body language, and even in silence. Let's say you had a disagreement earlier in the day. It could have been something small, like you not texting her back quickly, or maybe you made a joke that didn't land right. When you ask her if everything's okay later, she hits you with, I'm fine. What should you do? Well, in my mind, you've got two options. The first one is to take it at face value, right? Shrug, and just pretend everything is cool. After all, she said it is. Go about your day. If you do take this option, though, remember that there's tension simmering. Eventually, that Unresolved frustration is going to explode, whether it's next month, next week, or in the middle of a completely unrelated argument. Your second option, though, will be to dig deeper. So instead, if you sense that something is off, don't just walk away. Sit her down, ask open-ended questions, and give her space to explain what's really going on with her. Make her feel heard. A simple, hey, are you sure everything's okay? I mean, you seem a little bit off, can go a long way. Show her you care enough to get to the root of the issue. Some women just want to feel understood. When a woman says, I'm fine, she's often waiting for you to show her that you care enough to look past her words. It's not about prying or pushing her to speak. She just wants you to be present. Show her you're tuned in and give her space to open up. Don't take the easy way out and assume that everything is good, guys. That's where you'll go wrong. And when you ignore this, it'll snowball into a bigger problem down the road. So, the next time you hear I'm fine, recognize it for what it is. It's an opportunity to connect, to show that you're truly invested in the relationship. Because if you don't, I'm fine is going to turn into I'm done. And trust me, you don't want to get to that point. Line number 3, I'll think about it. Ooh, it's classic. I'll think about it. So maybe you asked a woman out, or you suggested taking things to the next level, and instead of getting the direct yes or no, you get the whole, oh, I'll think about it. Now, on the surface, it means that there's still hope, right? Like, maybe she just needs a little bit of time to consider. Here's the truth, though. When a woman says, I'll think about it, most of the time she's already made up her mind, and the answer is no. Surprised? Let me explain. When a woman is truly interested in you, she doesn't need time to think about it. She's excited, she's into you, and she'll make it clear that she wants to move forward with you. But when she's not feeling you in that way, she might hit you with a I'll think about it line because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings or seem harsh. It's a way of letting you down gently without saying a flat out no. And here's the thing. When a woman says I'll think about it, what she's really thinking is, how can I let him down without causing any drama? She's trying to avoid the confrontation, trying to let you down easily. She doesn't want to deal with potential awkwardness or the possibility of hurting your ego. So instead, she's buying time. She'll throw out that line to soften the blow. But in her mind, she's already decided. Now, I get it. No one likes rejection, and most women don't enjoy delivering rejection either. But the truth is, when she says, I'll think about it, she's not actually sitting down weighing the pros and cons, wondering if you're the one for her. She's already moved on. But she's trying to find a way to let you move on without feeling crushed. A gentle push or shove in the other direction, hoping that you'll take a hint and stop pursuing her. So here's what you need to understand. If a woman is truly into you, she'll make time. She'll make space. She'll say yes without hesitation. The whole I'll think about it is a soft rejection. It's a polite way of saying thanks, but no thanks. She's hoping you'll get the message without her having to be too blunt about it. And in her mind, she's doing you a favor by letting you down gently. What you need to do is recognize this for what it is. She's not interested, and it's time to move on. And I know it sucks to hear, but the deal is chasing after a woman who gives you I'll think about it is only going to waste your time and energy. It's better to cut your losses early, find someone who's excited to say yes to you. Because trust me, when a woman is into you, she's not going to need that time to decide. So how should you handle it when she says, I'll think about it? Don't wait around for her to make a decision she's already made. Respect her space, but understand that she's probably not coming back with a yes. It's a soft no, and your best move is to walk away with your head held high. Line number 4, do whatever you want. Let me sound alarms here. This is not an actual invitation to do whatever you want. Nope, it's a test of epic proportions. And if you think she's really fine with whatever you decide, you're about to make a rookie mistake. Here's the deal. When a woman says do whatever you want, what she really means is I want you to want to do what I want. Confused? I'll explain. Basically, she's checking to see if you know her well enough to make the right choice without her having to spell it out. She wants to see if you understand her needs, her desires, and most importantly, if you care enough to make a decision that she secretly hopes you'll make. Why do women do this? Honestly, I do not know. I mean, I can tell you this, though. It's a test of intuition. She's not being passive-aggressive for fun. She's gauging how well you understand her. She wants to see if you can read between the lines, if you're in tune with her emotional cues, and if you'll make the right decision that aligns with what she wants. The catch is, she's not going to tell you up front. And here's where guys make a lot of mistakes. You actually believe she's giving you freedom, but she's really giving you a choice, and she wants to see if you'll choose her. If you pick your friends or whatever else, instead of her, she might not be upset right away, but trust me, you'll feel the consequences later. That do whatever you want is often a test to see if you're tuned into her feelings without her having to tell you exactly what she wants. I know what you're thinking. I mean, just say what you want outright. Well, women are complex creatures. Sometimes we want to be understood without having to explain every little thing. It's like an emotional IQ test. Are you paying attention to her signals, or are you just coasting along, oblivious to how she really feels? So, how do you handle something like this? First, I think it's important for you to pause. Don't take her words at face value. Think about the situation. Does it feel like she's genuinely okay with whatever decision you're about to make, or is there tension in her voice? Is she acting a little distant or giving off a vibe that says she's not fine with it? Trust me, if you're paying attention, you will notice those signs. And the safest bet, ask her what she wants, or better yet, make a decision that shows that you're thinking about her feelings and not just your own. And finally, lie number 5, guys. Sorry, I haven't been in touch. Have you ever received this message via text? Now, at first glance, you might think that she's been maybe super busy, maybe with work, school, life in general, and you give her the benefit of the doubt, right? But let me give you the real scoop. I mean, the truth is she's been on her phone. She's been choosing not to talk to you. Let's be real for a second. No one in today's world is too busy to text. We're all glued to our phones 24/7. You know it, and I know it. So when a woman sends you that "sorry, I haven't been in touch" text, what she's really saying is, I've been ignoring you, but I don't want to lose you completely. She's keeping you on the hook, but not giving you her full attention. This one's tricky because it sends mixed signals, and that's the point. She doesn't want to completely ghost you. Maybe she still likes the attention you give her, or she wants to keep her options open just in case things with the other guy doesn't work out. So she throws you a bone with a quick, "sorry, I've been busy," but in reality, you're not a priority for her. When she sends that "sorry, I haven't been in touch" text, what she's really doing is keeping you at arm's length. She's not invested in making the effort to talk to you regularly, but she doesn't want you to disappear completely from her life. It's like she's breadcrumbing you, giving you, but not enough to build something real. Here's the truth. If she wanted to talk to you, she would have found a way. Even in her busiest times, a woman who's interested will send a quick message, even if it's just to let you know she's thinking about you. But when you get that text, especially after a long silence, it's a sign that you're not on top of her mind. You're an afterthought, and she's only reaching out now because, well, she doesn't want to completely close the door. Look, I know it's tempting to believe that she's just been busy or she has a lot going on, but she's still posting on her Instagram, responding to other people, and being active online, but just not texting you back? Yeah, sorry, that's such a big lie. So how do you handle this situation? When you get that text, don't immediately rush back in with enthusiasm. Take a step back. If she's really interested, she'll make it clear by reaching out more consistently. And if she doesn't, well, now you know where you stand. You're just an option for her, obviously, and not a priority. And you deserve to be someone's priority.